Uh-oh. We might be live on first. Okay, transition. Hi, I'm your host Oraldo for It's Tejano Time, and Nemo's not here. He had an unexpected visitor, so he's not going to be coming. So it's solo. I'm going to be your host for Tejano Talk today. And before we go on to our guest, I want to remind everybody to please subscribe. All right, and tell your friends to subscribe, click the button and stuff like that. And if you want to get a hold of me, you could contact me at ItsTejanoTime at gmail.com. And don't even bother trying to email Nemo. Okay. Let's see, what do I have here? Okay, so whoops, let's see. I have to produce the show and I got to host the show and everything all by myself. All right. And whoops, let's see. Gosh, where did I put it? I have to reschedule. Okay. All right. Okay. Our guest today is Steffanie Martinez.
Yes. Hello,
Hey,
everyone.
welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thank
All
you for
right.
having me.
Well, thanks for coming. I'm excited to see you because we have several topics to talk about. And let's get out business first because you have a new album out,
Okay.
right?
Yes, I have a new album out called Regalitos.
Yes. And this
So
is your
I love her.
second album?
Yes, this is my
Okay.
second album,
All
album
right.
number two. Thankfully, my first one came out in 2023,
Yeah.
and we're able to get this one out here in 2024. It's a full Tejano album that you'll hear. Really excited about it. We have some really great musicians behind that
Okay.
album. Eddie Bettis was the producer.
Okay.
Eddie Bettis Jr. is actually the drummer on that CD, and my husband also did I think one or two songs on there,
Oh,
playing the
does he
guitar.
sing or does he play?
He plays
Okay.
instruments, and he also writes music. So actually, the majority of the songs that are on this second album are his written songs.
Awesome. All right.
Yes,
Uh,
it's really cool.
okay. Has he played in a band before?
He has a band, so
Oh, he has a
yes.
band.
Yes, and that's actually how we met. Um,
You
he
probably
and
told me this, but I forgot.
maybe, maybe not. I don't
Okay.
know.
Let's
I don't remember.
Yeah,
But I'll tell
let's.
you that him and his
Okay.
cousin have a band
Okay.
called Grupo Primazo,
Okay.
and they've had their band for 6 or 7 years now.
All right.
But the catch is here is that they have only practiced like 2 or 3 times a week for like
Oh, okay.
countless hours. They'll go on for 4 hours each practice if they can. And
Yeah.
it's so much fun. They're here at the house, always, always practicing their original music. They have, I mean, countless hours of a show. And so they actually just had their first show at a place called Big Bibs 2.
Okay.
Mhm.
San Antonio.
Out here in San Antonio off of Austin Highway. And they
Okay.
did great. So they should be playing there again soon. And
All right.
so I'll be posting,
Did they
flyers
did they
promoting them.
feature did they feature Steffanie Martinez?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. I'm
Okay.
not ready for it though,
You're
because
not
they've
ready.
tried to get me to come in. No, I'm like, no, this is y'all's thing. You do your
Okay.
thing. I got mine. Y'all's got y'all's. You'll do your thing. His cousin is a really well known artist here in the Tejano community. He's, my goodness, been around for many years. His name is George de Hoyos.
Okay.
He has produced songs, co-produced. He's worked with so many different people. He just recently played with Alejandra Guzman
Okay.
in Austin, Texas. So they had this huge show out there. He was just so pumped up about it, and so now my husband and his cousin are finally doing their own thing, and they're going out and they're going to start doing more shows. So I
Let me.
really love that. I encourage
Okay.
him.
Normally we have Nemo here, and Nemo usually. Okay.
Yes,
I'm gonna ask you to ask your husband. Is he nearby? Your husband,
yes,
Jeff. Okay.
yes, honey,
Ask him. He can say hi to everybody if you want to. But
honey.
I was gonna say, ask him to look at the show on his phone to see if we're lagging or anything. Because normally
Oh, okay.
Nemo tells me if we're
I
lagging.
thought it was going to be. I thought
Okay.
it was going to be a question about his band. Did
Oh
you hear
well,
him?
we'll have him.
You would check
Have
on
him
his
for that.
check on your phone on YouTube to see if they're lagging or not.
Yes, because normally Nemo helps me out with that, and so,
Okay.
if we're lagging, I have to reset
No, no,
the
no.
set the show and
Okay.
stuff like that. So we want the best
Okay.
audio, the best visuals, and stuff like that. But
YouTube. It's
unfortunately,
Tejano time.
yeah, it's Tejano
It's
time on YouTube. He
it's
can Google it
Tejano
and
time on
like
YouTube.
that. Uh,
So you go
some
to your app.
people some people don't carry the app like that, so you can Google it's Tejano time, all one word, and it'll go to
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, and then you just click on the live part like that. And for those people
Mm-hmm.
out there, you can do that. All
So
right.
let's see. First show, and then go
I probably
here.
should have asked them earlier before we started,
It's okay. Let's
but
see. Hold on. It's got me doing it instead.
yeah.
Let me go
Oh, I
here.
don't think I told everybody what happened to Nemo, right? Well, I think
No, what
I can't
happened? You
remember.
just said that he had an unexpected
Yeah, his
guest.
son came into town, and so his son didn't come into town a lot, so they decided to go out to eat and stuff like that, and it happened to be during that show.
Where does his son live?
I have no idea. I know Nemo lives in Fort Worth, and I live in North Dallas, and so
Okay, oh, there you go.
okay. Oh,
Oh,
tell
there
him to
it
turn it
is.
down though.
Oh, go ahead and turn it down, and then you can go
Yeah,
check it out in the other room.
yeah.
And thank you, babe.
And if I'm lagging, I'll reset it. If you're lagging, then you log off and log back on and stuff like that.
Okay, if we start to lag, will you let us know, babe?
Yes, like if our
Okay,
if those Chinese martial arts movie where the lip sync doesn't match, okay? So if
right,
we,
right.
because sometimes I rewatch a show and I said, "Dang, no one told me in the chat." Oh, you know what? I could look in the
Oh
chat to
no.
see if anybody's said. Okay, in the chat, if we're lagging, tell me. Okay, I've got the chat up there. Okay.
Okay, is
Uh,
anybody talking in the chat? Anybody saying hello
yeah,
yet or not yet?
we got a couple. All right,
Oh,
and
awesome. Hello out there. Thank you for
we got a
checking
couple
out our
chats. I
show.
see that we have, I think 6 viewers right now. Like that. But most
Sweet,
of the people watch it on the replay
sweet.
and stuff like that. Oh, let me tell you what happened.
So what
I,
happened today? Something major happened.
oh, well, okay, wait, I'll tell you that over. But
Okay.
okay, normally when I do this show, I post to
Mhm.
90 plus Facebook groups that I belong to, and
Oh, nice.
something happened because
Was
a
it?
couple weeks ago they cut
Mhm.
me off, and it happened over a year ago that
Okay.
Facebook would not let me post. Well, this time they cut me off and they wouldn't show the thumbnail. So all it is a link. And so after this, so a
Oh,
lot of people on Facebook group aren't going to see that nice, pretty thumbnail that we had.
right. So
Yeah.
you sent me that thumbnail, and then I posted it to my Facebook, and it was just like this tiny
Yes.
little.
I don't know
And
what
I,
happened. Yeah. You
I'm
know
like, I
what?
thought it was on my end. So I'm glad you're saying
No.
something because I was like, something's going on there,
You
and I
know
didn't.
what? It might have been
I just didn't
because I
say.
switched out the pictures and I might have messed it up or something like that.
No, it was before the pictures. I
That's
was
right.
gonna
Because I
post
sent
that
it to you.
one
I
because
sent it to you.
I didn't want to be, like so
Yeah.
like I don't know. I didn't want to
Well,
ask you too much. You already
okay.
invested your time into putting those pictures, so I thought, let me just post this,
Yeah.
and I
But you know
tried,
what? I
and
copied
it
and
worked.
pasted it to you, and it showed up on your email, right? And on your
It did.
text.
It did on my text. It popped up beautifully,
Maybe it's
but
Facebook.
not on Facebook. So
Yeah,
maybe.
Facebook
Mhm.
doesn't like YouTube, so
Hmm.
maybe it decided it
They're
has
not
new
friends.
regulations or something. I have no idea. Okay,
Maybe.
but I just wanted to tell you I'm sorry. I was trying because I like to post it before the show to drive engagement and
Yes,
say we got a few other
I
people back on.
know. And
Yeah,
I
but
really appreciated you sending that to me too. And I wanted to do the same, but since that huge picture didn't come out,
yeah.
I end up giving up and
I
let it
will
go.
send you another link later on tomorrow,
Okay.
probably like that. All right.
Okay, sounds good.
What were we talking about?
So,
We were
well,
talking.
there's a couple of things you were talking about. Nemo's unexpected
Oh yeah,
guest.
his
I
son
don't
and
know where
stuff
he
like
comes
that, and
from,
then
but
okay.
you're from North
So
Dallas. He's from
yeah,
Fort Worth.
he's in Fort Worth. So we were talking about your album like that. They could find your
My
album and all.
regalitos.
Right.
You can find my album on all digital platforms.
Okay, that's what I was
So
gonna say.
I threw a wrench in by accident for my poor fans, but
What's
I'll
that?
put it to you this way. You can find me as Steffanie Martinez on all digital platforms
Okay.
except Apple Music. So on Apple Music, it's Steffi MTZ. I
Oh,
need to
okay.
figure out how I correct that because in the very start of my career, I wanted something short and simple and
Yeah.
put Steffi Martinez and just
Right.
abbreviate Martinez. And then I thought, no, I should put my name, Stephanie Martinez. I've always gone by Stephanie Martinez.
Right.
So anyhow, you can
But
find
you
me
did.
on all platforms,
But
Stephanie
you
Martinez, and my
originally
website. Hmm.
originally your Stephanie is with one F, but you had to do two Fs. Or what?
Actually, no,
No.
no. My legal name is with a PH,
Okay.
as my mom would tell me the right way to spell it. And
Okay.
I'm like, okay. But I really wanted to have a .com.
Right.
And I didn't want to spend $6,000 on a .com, so I dropped the PH and I added two F's.
Fs. Okay. I gotcha. And
And
then
so now now I'm like so like indecisive about that decision, but it's already been done,
yeah.
and everybody already knows me as Stephanie with two F's. So
Okay. So everybody's got to say two Fs like that for Stephanie.
yes,
All right. That's
yes,
awesome. All right. So on all digital platforms, so you can find your music.
yes. You can find regalitos
Okay.
even on YouTube. You can find it there as well, so you can
Awesome.
listen to all of it for
And
free
it's
before
got
you buy
is
it.
is it 10 songs? I think. How many songs are on it?
So there are 10 tracks.
10 tracks. Okay.
Um, I have a total of 9 songs, and the first one is just a little
Intro.
something of advice, a little intro giving advice,
Okay.
something that I go
I
by.
got you. Yeah, I was
So,
listening into today, but my daughter. Oh, I forgot to tell everybody that like 30 minutes, maybe an hour, 30 minutes. I had to deal with her for 30 minutes. My daughter got her first splinter in her heel on her like that,
oh no.
and I did
How old
some.
is
I
she?
did something stupid, and what I did is I told her that we need to get it out, and if you don't get it out, it gets infected, and it might cut off your foot. And she went like off. She started crying and yelling and like that. I said, no, 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 no. We wouldn't
Shame
let
on
that
you.
happen. I know.
Shame on you for telling her that.
I know.
You got her anxiety up higher. You
Yeah.
have to do the opposite. You have to do the opposite with kids. You have to say things like, you just have to be positive. Be
Give her
like, it's
little
okay.
kisses and
It's
stuff like
okay.
that.
Calm down. Breathe through your mouth. You're okay. You're okay. I'm right here.
Yeah. Well,
Before
I've
you know
only
it's already out.
yes. I my wife was she's
Hug
a
and
nurse.
cuddle.
Yes, my wife is a nurse, and she was going on the YouTube for. She knows how to do it, but my daughter was crying and upset. So here, let's watch a video of someone doing it, and then I said, you shouldn't show her that until you preview it first, because sometimes those YouTube they lance it, they cut it open, so she did that, and that's what they did. And they go, "Oh, see, I told you." And then she said, "Well," and she did
You're
another
right.
search, and it had a picture of pins, and I said, "You better not use that word like that. Don't use that." And my daughter goes, "What? What? Don't use what?" And she said, "My wife said popcorn." She said, "If you eat enough popcorn, it'll pop out." My daughter
Oh my
loves popcorn, and she goes, "Really?"
god. Oh my
Like that.
gosh.
And so I said, you know what? We
Um,
put an ice pack to numb it. And then I said, you know
good.
what? We could suck it out. And I had a syringe. So I was sucking it out like
Oh,
that.
really? You did? Is that what
Well,
you had to boil down to get it
no,
out?
I was showing her because I used her other foot to suck it. And it's showing it doesn't hurt. And so
Okay.
she had to turn on her belly. And I put the
Did she
ice.
laugh?
What? Did she
Did she
laugh?
laugh a little?
No, no, no. This is wait.
No.
So
Still,
I was gonna.
so,
I grabbed the syringe and I was about to suck, and because I numbed it with ice, and so I grabbed the tweezers, off the bed, and then I just grabbed it like that. I said, "There, it's gone." And she goes, "Oh, really? I didn't feel it." And I said, and I had the tweezers. See, I told you the tweezers wouldn't hurt. And then she just
see,
started
oh,
crying. Ah! It's t- she's a big baby, and my 9-year-old baby. But she was okay. And besides, her food was getting cold.
oh.
I cooked her green beans, like her favorite. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, how
okay.
sweet.
Sorry, I got off on a tangent there, but that's
No,
what
it's
happened.
okay. It's okay. You're good. You're good. We had to know about what happened to her today.
That's true.
What was
Okay.
in y'all's world today? It happens.
Yeah. Put a Vida
But
awards.
that but you know what? Oh,
What's
one
that?
more thing.
Go ahead.
What reminded me, because you said you have to preview. You should preview that video first, right?
All right.
Before you looked on there. Well, this summer, and it reminded me of a story. This summer we went to Disney World, and we took
Oh,
the kids for the first time. So we have three under the age of 8, and
yeah.
so this one particular ride, it was a dinosaur ride at where was it? Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
And so I had been on it before when I was in my 20s. I totally forgot what it was like. So for whatever reason, I thought it was going to be something really cute, like just like you get in a little Jeep and you look around and look at the dinosaurs, but it was nothing like that. So first of all, I wake
Right.
my daughter up. Like my mom goes, "I'll stay here with her while she's sleeping and y'all go on." And I'm like, "No, then we're all going to get off and she's going to be crying that she didn't
Right.
get on. So I got to
Right.
wake her up. I woke her up. We're in line for like an hour.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the sign said 30 minutes. It was
Okay.
not a 30-minute. So we're in, and the little baby, the little one, the 4-year old, was just all pouty and tired. And I said, "Well, next time, should I just let you sleep?" "No, I want to get
Right.
on the ride." "Oh, okay. Now I know for next time." So we get on the ride, and I think it was traumatic for me. And
Okay.
it's moving and jerking everybody, and then it's like pitch black dark for a minute, and I'm like, "Oh my god, why didn't I look this up on YouTube
Yeah.
before I got in line?" I'm like, "What kind of mother am I?" But we got off the ride, and they were thrilled. And when everybody asked them, like, "What was your favorite ride at Disney?" And they're like, "The dinosaur ride." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, well, I don't feel that bad." But in the moment, I felt so
Yeah. That's
terrible.
like a little mini roller coaster in the dark and stuff like that. No, it's in a
Oh,
car, right? There's
it's in
a.
a car. It's in a
Okay.
little car. So it goes and it jerks and it moves and,
Yeah.
stops in front of a dinosaur. And then
I think
they
we
take
went
your
on that
picture
one.
right in that moment.
I
Oh,
think
y'all
we
went?
went on that one. Yeah. Well, I took her like 2 years ago, and
Oh, good.
I spoiled her because this is the first time we went. I went with my brother's family, my sister's family, and we did breakfast with Mickey and his friends. We did the Cinderella
Did
dinner.
you?
We did all
Which
the
one did you
princess.
do?
Oh, we
Chef
did
Mickey.
everything. Chef Mickey, yes, and
We did
then
Chef Mickey too.
yes, and then we did another one with it was another
The princesses.
breakfast. Well, we did the dinner with the princesses. We did the dinner with
Okay. We
Cinderella.
did too.
We did the princess makeover. She had a
Oh,
princess. All that. We spoiled her, and her attitude changed. She
I'm
acted
gonna
like a
take them there
princess.
in their quinceañera.
Yes, it was almost like I was going.
Right?
I told her, I said, "Wait a second. We're spoiling you, but doesn't mean you act spoiled." And
I,
so I took her.
yes.
So uh, so her attitude just changed, and I said, "I don't like this." And so she was complaining. She was whining a little bit, complaining that she'd never been to the beach. And so this summer in June, I did took her to a daddy daughter trip.
Oh, you did.
Yes, but
Oh,
I wasn't going to
so
spoil beaches for her. I could have taken her to Cancun, or I could have taken her to Florida or San
right.
Diego like that. But instead, I took her to Port Aransas. You ever been to Port Aransas?
I have, and Port Aransas is nice. Like my
Eh,
first favorite is South Padre,
okay, in
in
Texas, yes,
Texas. In
yes,
Texas, it's in
yes.
Texas.
Well, there were jellyfish everywhere, like that.
Oh
So,
no.
yeah, which
Oh
I'm
no.
kind of glad because I didn't want her first experience to spoil the rest of the experiences going to the beach. So if I
Right. I
took
don't
her
blame you.
to like Cancun or the Keys and they had the nice white sand, and then we take her to another beach, she's going, I don't like this beach or like that.
I
This is
know. I
icky.
know.
But now she's experienced an icky one. Now everything else beyond there is like it's sort of like dating. You don't take her to your first date on a five-star restaurant because then she'll expect that every time, right?
Every time,
Right. So you got
ready
to
to go.
disappoint a little bit and then go up from
So
there. You
that's
got
so
to
funny.
earn that, I guess. So, but
Uh,
I did spoil her a bit.
After a few dates, after you know she's worth it, then you go ahead and
Exactly.
so
Coffee
nice. But
dates. Everybody out there, coffee dates first. Even though girls don't want that, you know.
we
But
had a sushi. We had a sushi date. My husband and I.
ah,
We had a lunch date,
yeah.
sushi, and
Sushi's expensive.
it is. It can be. It can
Yes.
be.
Don't ever
Yep.
go to a sushi bar hungry because you'll just
Oh
keep
my
ordering, order,
goodness.
order. Yeah.
We had a good time,
Oh
and
yeah.
he's such a great guy. So
Yeah,
we hit
that's
it
good.
off right away.
All
Yeah,
right. So he spoiled you.
he does. He does. He
Yeah, that's
does. He
okay.
still does.
All
Wonderful.
right.
He's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had a 3 date rule back in the day.
How did that go?
It
After
worked for
the third
me.
one?
Well, the third, I would pay for the first three, and
Okay.
I would ask the girl out 3 times. After that, I didn't, I didn't call, or how did I say this? After third date, she has to reciprocate. Does that make sense? Now, it's
Okay.
everybody out there. It's I'm not saying that. Whoops, sorry. We don't have to
That's okay.
have relationships, like that. But back in the day, she has to bake me some cookies, or say, you know what, I got some basketball tickets or something, or baseball tickets.
Well,
Show that
that's
she
nice.
had interest in me. Does that make sense?
Of course.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because
You know,
if
and
they,
I remember kind of doing something like that
yeah,
in the past. And I mean, not exactly like that. Like, I don't remember anybody like putting like a limit like that. But I would, if I really liked the person, I'd be like, hey, guess what? Like, I love going to the Spurs game. I went ahead and bought
yes,
2 tickets because I knew if they
exactly.
said no, my mom was going to go,
Okay.
with me. And I'd say, hey, you want to go? And I think
Right.
I feel it's only kind of fair too,
Yes, and it shows
to kind of,
interest. Right.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
then,
like,
if they had tickets, I said, okay, I got dinner. You got tickets? I got dinner. Like that. And so they had to show that they had feelings towards me, or they weren't just using me as a meal ticket, which some girls
yeah,
nowadays do, you know. But
right.
Yeah.
And I think
So
it could go both ways. I've seen that a lot. Like, just like both, like people just take advantage of each other sometimes.
yes, I
You
agree.
know, like
Okay,
males can do it with females, females with males. You know,
that's
and
true.
but I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. You know, and then by the time I met Jeff, like we had already been. He's my second husband.
Okay.
I'm his second wife. You know, we've been through that roller coaster ride before with someone else and getting our heart broken. So the
Right.
second time around is so
Yeah.
different, especially with me having kids. You
Yeah.
know, I'm like, oh no, I got this major list, and I
Okay.
don't
So
think I'm gonna find this for 10 years. You
okay.
know, but it actually just happened. You know,
So
we
he
met
didn't have
at
any kids
a
with his first
rehearsal,
wife.
at a band rehearsal. No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Um, and so, but since you asked, we're
Okay.
gonna have a baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Like, I don't know if you can see, but
Oh yeah, congratulations. Awesome.
thank you. So we're gonna have a baby, his first,
Awesome.
um,
Are you
in
gonna?
October.
Are you? Oh wow, my birthday's in October. My October 3rd is my birthday.
Really? Oh, I'm
Yes.
kind of hoping I'll have it on the third because
Because of
I have
me?
a
No.
no,
Is there
no. My
someone else?
my daughter, the one that's 4, she was born on the 3rd of January. So
Oh,
I thought
okay.
it would be really cool if she would be born if he would be born on the
Oh,
3rd.
it's a he, so you're not
It's a boy.
surprising each other. Okay.
No,
Did you
we
do a
wanted to know right
reveal?
away.
Did you do a reveal?
No,
No? Okay.
no, we didn't do a reveal. We would just wanted to know. You know, they asked me at the doctor's, and I said, "Yeah, I want to know."
Yeah.
So they
Well,
told
you could
me,
prep the room, buy the kids
"Yeah,
clothes and stuff like
we're
that.
already getting clothes and things like that."
All right. Well,
So we're excited.
congratulations.
Thank you
I would
so
love to
much.
have another kid. I'm so glad I only have one, and I'm so glad my one is a daughter, like that, because I'm an older dad, and guys, we don't go visit our parents that often, unless they're in the same city. Like so,
Mhm.
but girls they always come back home to visit their family and stuff like that.
Always,
Yes.
always.
So being an older dad, I want my daughter to come visit me a lot.
Yes. No, I do see that, and I
Yeah.
it's a blessing. I have this is my second boy, and I have
Okay.
2 girls. So I'll have 2 boys and 2 girls.
Awesome.
So I'm really just like super thrilled. I really I didn't know that life would bring me down this path again.
Yeah.
When I started my Tejano music career, I wanted to be completely focused on that,
Okay.
especially for doing performances and
Right.
having the kids, just taking care of the kids financially.
Right.
But while I was in this journey, I met Jeff,
Yeah.
because like I said, he's in the music too, and here we are, and it's
Well,
really a
awesome.
huge
I guess
blessing. So
I guess
I'm
you
really
won't be traveling on tours or anything anytime soon.
not anytime soon, but when
Yeah.
the baby's big enough, like Selena said in her movie, right? In the
Yeah.
movie, or Jennifer Lopez said it for her, but um, in that movie, which we'll take them on the road. It's a family show. So at that, when
Well,
the time comes,
yes.
which obviously not now, and I still feel like I have a lot more work to do.
Okay.
I really would like to perform here in the city of San Antonio a lot more than I have. I've
Right.
had the opportunities to sing at different award ceremonies, like the Hano Mundial.
Yeah.
Pura Vida Awards is
Pura
coming
Vida
up.
Awards. I was. That's a nice segue right there to Pura Vida
Right
Awards.
there. So I
Yeah.
have some work to do. I'm thankfully also was singing at Market Square, so I
Okay.
love that. But the time
How
will
do,
come at some
how
point,
does that? I was going to ask you, how does that work at Market Square? Because I know a lot of artists start out in San Antonio, start
Mhm.
at Market Square, and is there like uh, a day that people can just come up and perform, or do you have to schedule
So
it, or
you
do they
have to
contact
schedule.
you? Okay,
They'll contact you, and it depends. It depends on the event. There's
hmm
so many different people that are in charge of events. At least this is how I know of it. And
okay,
so if I am wrong, forgive me. I'm not
okay.
trying to spread any lies or anything. But what happened for me
Yeah.
was I had a really good friend that had gotten connected as an artist with one of the people that was they were putting their event on there in Market Square. So they needed a few extra artists. They called me, and so now I'm connected with that one person. So whenever they do have events, when she has events there, then
Yeah.
she'll make the rounds and her calls and have us come and perform. But there are others that I'd like to get connected to at some point.
Do,
And start. Mhm.
does Market Square always have artists singing every week or most weeks,
Well,
like on the weekends?
I would say yes.
Okay.
I'm not too familiar with like what their schedule's like on a weekly basis or anything like that, but they do put on as many shows as possible from what I've seen because of all the tourists that are coming in, and
Yeah.
especially like Mi Tierra is such a big
Oh yeah.
restaurant, so well known. So
Yeah. In
then they
that
do keep it busy.
Margaritas, there's another restaurant called Margaritas.
Um,
I think.
oh yes, or
Yes.
mariachi bar. The mariachi bar is right next
Is
is right
it?
next. It's connected to Mi Tierra. Mariachi Bar is
Okay.
so.
But there's
Mhm.
another restaurant a little further north of that, I
Oh
think.
yes, a little bit. Yes, a little
I think
further
it's
down.
Margaritas like that because it's real
Okay.
close to that one stage during fanfare. Uh,
Yes.
I can't remember that,
Yes,
but
I know what you're talking about.
and it was
And when on that main stage, like I sang there, I don't know how many times I've already sang there, but when fanfare, I think it was 2023.
I
I
can't
had an
remember.
opportunity to go sing on one of those stages, one of the main stages. Not the main stage. I shouldn't say the
Right.
main stage, but I think the one that you're talking about. That's right near the
That
restaurant.
restaurant. Yeah. I think
Hmm. Yeah.
this past year it was raining. And so instead of waiting out there, I went to Margaritas and just ate at the bar and had me a beer while it was raining and stuff. And I could
Well,
see
this
who.
past year they were in Hemisphere, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, you're right. So
Okay.
previous year I went. You're right. It
The
wasn't this
previous.
year.
Okay.
Yeah. I kind of hope it stays at Hemisphere because I
Oh, it was
really
a great.
liked it.
I needed to go. I didn't go,
Yeah.
and hopefully by next year I'll have a band. I really want to
Okay.
perform with a full band. That would be really awesome.
Uh,
Been kind of
your
waiting for that.
your son will be about like 6 months old by then.
Yeah,
You sure you want
he'll be
before?
nice.
Yeah. You know
Oh
what?
yeah, I think I want to kind of quarantine with him for about 2 months,
Okay.
and really like uh I mean, he's going to depend on me for his survival,
Yeah.
so I have to dedicate
Yeah.
the first 2, 3 months to him
Right.
solidly. But especially if he's 5 or 6 months, he'll be able to take the bottle,
Yeah.
you know, from someone else. I
I
can
think I think
kind of
we
sneak
I
out
think
for a
we
few hours,
yeah,
come
I think
back
we
and see him.
breastfed for like a year for like that. I think she started taking the bottle after 6 months. I think.
Right? It's right around that time.
Well,
And you
people
can
could do
also
it
pick up
sooner,
the
but
bottle. You
we
can do
decided
it
not to.
sooner. No,
Yeah.
especially with your first. I totally get that.
Yeah.
And this one's my fourth, so it's
Okay.
gonna be a little different. I
Yeah.
want to start because I'm also gonna do the breastfeeding all over
Right.
again.
Oh, that's what I
Um,
meant. We breastfed her for a year, but we used breast milk for a year, but she took the bottle sooner
oh,
than that. That's what I meant. Like that.
okay,
She pumped
okay.
my wife pumped for a year.
And
Like that.
that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do too.
Yeah.
Like I want to get used to it probably at the very beginning of him
Yeah.
being born, because I didn't do that with the other ones. They
Hmm.
just solely depended on me all day, every day.
Yeah.
But I think it would be really good balance
Yeah.
for
You know what?
me.
Stephanie Montiel, I remember back in the 90s, she performed like within weeks after her daughter was born. Ilea was born.
I believe it.
Yes.
Are you
And you know what?
serious?
For those
That's
people that want to see,
amazing.
I was the first person to interview Stephanie after she gave birth to Ilea. So, and I have
Oh
an
my god.
interview on It's Tejano Time. If you go to videos and you scroll
Do I
all
need
the
to?
way down, you'll see a picture
Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, I gotta
from back
see
in the
it.
day.
I gotta see it.
Yes.
She's
So,
so motivational.
yeah,
I love Stephanie Montiel.
I'm her
She
biggest
is.
fan. I am.
I'm sure you are.
Yes.
I'm her second biggest then. I'm her first biggest on the
Okay.
female side.
All right.
I love Stephanie. She's
Yes.
so nice. She's so genuine.
Yes.
If I ever have a question for her and I text her, she'll answer me right back.
All
Maybe
right.
not right away, because she sure is a busy lady, but she
Yeah.
does get back to me. And one would think when someone has such an amazing platform to everything that she's accomplished,
Oh yeah.
one would think, oh, I'm just a nobody, they're not going to text me. No, she texts back
Yeah.
and she answers with a genuine answer. And the other person that's like that to me is Patsy Torres.
Yes.
Patsy
And
Torres
Shelly,
también.
same thing with Shelly too. She's very good.
I don't have her number, but if I did, I'm sure she would be doing the same thing with
It's a
me too, like them.
you just DM her on Facebook and she'll answer. Yeah,
I think I'm
maybe not right away, but she will. I
right.
mean, like
Be
within
like, hey,
a day or two for sure.
I definitely want to get in contact with her though, because and I told Jose Rosario that I would, at least DM him because I'd love to come to their studio and work with them on one of my songs. You know,
Awesome.
I think
Okay.
it'd be great.
Well, we had mentioned Pula Vida Awards. You're going to be performing, right?
Yes, I'm performing on the main stage
Okay.
on August the 16th.
Yes.
I heard that the tickets have gone down to $20.
Okay.
So I think that they're going to be selling them that day as well. So if you haven't gotten your tickets for it, go get your tickets. Come and see me sing my single Somos Mexico, my
Okay.
original song that I wrote, along with George De Hoyos, who wants to help me co-produce and produce that song along with Ace One, Alex Espinosa. So yeah, we'll be there that night. Are you going
Okay.
to be there?
Yes, I'm gonna be there. Now I got confused because I get Lawrence is gonna be out there. DJ Indio, he's gonna be out there, and he's gonna do stream live, and so he and I started a project. I think I talked about it over the years about it, but we actually launched it at Vegas Tejano, and it's called Tejano Con X, Con Extreme, Con
Nice.
Extra. And it's going to be a Tejano directory. And last week, Lucky Joe was supposed to be on the show, but
Uh-huh.
I had to reschedule him. So I introduced it the first time to Nemo on the last week's show. So if you want to know more about it, and what's a directory, we're going to have try to help artists book more bands and get paid more and try to consolidate all the Tejano industry at one spot. Like I tell a story
Mm.
about like I was kind of catfished with Jennifer Pena. I thought I was talking to her over a year on her Instagram or something like that, and I found out it was a fan page that I was talking to. And I
Oh,
was
it's a
like,
family. At least it wasn't a stranger,
yeah, that's true.
like
Well,
some
it is a stranger.
rando,
It is a stranger because I don't know who this
some
person is.
random person from another country who was pretending to be.
I
Okay,
think she
so
was. Well, I say it's she. I don't
oh,
know
so you
who
felt like
the fan.
huh?
I said I would love to have you because this is what happened. Uh, I posted the 50 of my favorite shows that I did back in the 90s on YouTube 2 or 3 years ago, and when I posted the Jennifer Pena one, I posted it like one week, and then the following week, I had 2,000 hits on it or 2,000 views, which is more than I've had
Wow,
on anything. And then it grew up to like
wow,
4,000, like that. And I
wow.
was going, how the heck is this going? So I went and searched
That's amazing.
Jennifer Pena's sites, and I saw my footage on there. And so I reached out and said, "Oh, this is awesome! If you want to put it on there and clip it on the rest of your, so you're more than welcome to do it." And she responded and said thanks. And I communicated back and forth and stuff. And I sent her other footage that she could use, and I thought it was Jennifer. And
Wow.
so I decided. I told Lawrence about this Tejano directory idea like a couple years ago, and so because of this incident, I'm sure a lot of people get catfished. Well, I don't think I got
Right.
catfished. I didn't know it was a fan page until
Right.
later, and so I thought I was talking to Jennifer, and I wasn't. And so I do know how to get
Fun.
a hold of her now, but back then I didn't
Good. Good.
like that.
Good.
But okay,
Good.
so let's talk about the Vida Awards a little bit. It's August 16th. It's not this
Yes.
Friday, but the following Friday.
Yes.
Is it when I went to their website,
Hmm.
PudaVidaAwards.com,
Hmm.
uh, I was going to book the hotel there, and it said something about booking for the 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. And I'm going, wait, is this like a multiple day event? And so I don't
No.
know. I think it's a Hotel Indigo is the
That's
official
what, that's what I
hotel
heard.
like that. I probably will. I haven't booked it yet because I was
Mhm.
asking Lawrence about it. But I'll probably book it in the next couple of days or something like that. I probably won't get the discount code or whatever. I think that's already
Uh,
exhausted. So I don't mind as long as
okay.
I'm close. Uh, and it's
Yeah.
I've never been. Yeah, have you ever been to Hotel Indigo? I don't even
I've
know.
never been. No, no, I
Never
have
heard of
never
it.
been.
But
I've
it's
never heard of it
but it's
either.
close to the venue. I looked it on the map today. So
Okay, good, good.
like that. But is there like a dance and then the awards, or is it the awards and then a dance? Do you know anything about that?
I don't know too much about it. I haven't
Okay.
heard too much. I just hear a little bit of what to expect from my promoter.
Okay.
Um, but I don't know. What I do know though is that
Okay.
they're going to have, there's an area called the Founders Lounge where they're going to have some artists performing there
Okay.
for everyone that's participating in
Is
the
this on
award.
Friday? Is this on a
Yes.
Friday, or is it going to be?
So they're going to have one section
Mhm.
where they call it the VIP lounge. So they'll have all the VIPs, like for yourself, I'm sure you will be able to be enjoying a show
I hope.
put on by other artists, and then and then others will be performing on the main stage as in between awards, from what I gather.
Okay. Are you gonna?
And I
Are they gonna? Uh, so since you don't have a band, are they gonna have? I think La Cuarenta y Cinco is gonna be there.
so
Are
yes,
they? Are they backing up a lot of the artists?
from what I was told was that there's going to be very few of us given the opportunity to
Oh,
bring a
okay.
band.
All right.
And so for artists like myself, we
Mm-hmm.
can sing with a track only. We're only
Okay.
given that option.
All right.
And then others will be bringing in their bands because, from what I know, Stephanie Montiel will be singing, I think.
Is she gonna bring her
And
whole band, or is she gonna
I
bring a
I have
track?
no I have no idea. No, I'm sure she'll bring a band. Or maybe they have a band already that will
Okay.
be accompanying her, but I don't know all the logistics. But I don't think she'll be track singing. I think
All right.
that Jay
I
and
don't mind a track. I mean, a lot of other genres. I know. I don't know why the Tejano industry is. They want the singers to have a band, and I
yes,
don't.
yes.
Rap artists they don't have a band. There's like some rock. Like rap. They're always on track most of the time, or they have a DJ or something like that. And I don't mind. I tell this story about Isabel Marie at Fanfare like 3 years ago that I went, and she had a band, but that band did not play her music correctly, and I was
Oh,
so disappointed. I said I'd rather have her on a track and just sing. And then the following year she came back and the band was, I guess, practiced more or they got better
oh, that's good.
musicians on there,
She's
so
an
it was way
excellent
better.
artist as well. Yeah. And I can understand like the band thing
Hmm.
because for me, like I I I don't particularly care to play on a
A
track.
track.
Like I've produced so much music, or co-produced, should I say? No, but created so much music, original music, that I would really love to have
Oh,
that band, but it's not quite easy,
yeah.
to find dedicated musicians,
Yes.
and like I was mentioning earlier, that my husband and his cousin Grupo Primazo, they
Uh-huh.
have their own thing, and it is so solid, so unique. It's like so different from what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so I encourage them to continue what they're doing. They've been doing it since way before he met me,
Yeah.
and so I think there will be a time for me to have that band. And right now I'm embracing the time that I'm living, and doing a few shows with a track. But it's refreshing to hear you say that,
Yeah.
because there are some people that are a bit negative,
Yeah.
in the sense about you should have a band or you should be
Now,
performing more. But
don't
I'm
get me
just taking
wrong. I
it
do
slowly.
enjoy a band like that,
Who
but
doesn't, right?
yeah. But
Yeah.
if I rather hear the song that I'm used to, and if the band doesn't know how to play that song, or it hasn't practiced that, it kind of ruins the experience for me, like that.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That
But
makes total sense.
one other thing before we, because we're an hour show, and the
Yes.
last 15 minutes we hit the chat, but you are now a Latin Grammy voting member, aren't you?
I am. I am. I
Yes.
am. And I'm also a Grammy voting member. So I have dual
Awesome.
membership. Yes. So
And
I'm very excited.
you went to
Yeah,
Latin Grammys last year, right?
I did. I did. I had the opportunity to
Was it
go.
was it in Spain? I think.
It was
Or
in Spain. It was in
wow.
Sevilla, Spain.
Yeah.
And so, yes, it was such an amazing opportunity. It was a dream come true to have gone to Sevilla. My mother had gone before in her life, so she talked so highly about it. And I always wanted to go. And then it just so happened, well, first of all, Jeffrey had told me, I'm taking you to the Latin Grammys. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then, like, maybe about a week later, I said, well, did you know it's not going to be in LA? It's going to be in Spain. And he's like, oh. But
Oh, yeah.
he made it happen.
That's
And
awesome.
so I know it's incredible, such an amazing experience. I was able to network with some great people there,
Yeah.
and join, Juan Trevino, witnessing his win, getting
Yeah.
to hear his speech was really quite amazing. Like, it was just, I just soaking every moment up.
Okay. Where is it going to be this year?
This year
Or
it's going to be in Miami.
oh, okay. Is
Mhm.
Jeff going to take you to Miami?
So we wanted to go, but it's in November. So I'm not going
Oh,
to be able to make it because the
yes.
baby's only going to be 1 month.
Yeah. You can't.
However, the Grammys, I believe, are in February. So we're going to try to head to the Grammys this year.
Okay. Well, cool. We'll have to
Yeah,
have you come back and tell us all about it.
absolutely. I love it.
Okay. Let's see. Did I hit everything? I think I hit most of the things. Let's look at the chat. Okay. And they might
Yeah,
have a question for you. All right. Let's
we
see.
might.
Hey, Luis. It says, hi, Stephanie. How's it going?
Good. How are you, Luis?
And he says, how's your album called Regalitos?
Regalitos.
Rega-
Yes. Why or how? Is that what's the question?
how's your album called Regalitos? I guess he's asking, how's it
Okay.
going so far?
It's going good.
Uh,
Thankfully. Gracias a
and
Dios. It's going
you can
really good.
get it. You can download it on all streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms. If you want to go and buy the whole album, that'll help too.
Yeah.
So go right
And
on
let's see.
and
Hey,
get it.
Lawrence, Cubo, you guys are good. Thanks.
All
Yeah.
right.
Lawrence actually volunteered to be my co-host, and I said, dude, that's
Lawrence. I love
okay.
him so much. He's so nice.
He is, and he's sick. We went to Vegas Tejano together because we did that
Mhm.
soft launch of our project, Tejano Connects,
Good. Good.
which is sponsoring this show now with TejanoConnects.com.
All
Uh,
right.
but I got sick when I came back. I thought I had COVID, but I tested negative.
Thank God.
Lawrence actually got COVID,
Oh
and
no.
he's got a medical condition, so it exacerbated
Yeah.
his condition. So he's been sick since
Oh,
Vegas, and he's still sick here. And I tell him to sleep like that, and he's going to San Antonio this weekend. He's going next weekend, and so I
oh,
said,
Lauren.
dude, you need to stop overcommitting yourself until you get better, because he barely gets any kind of sleep. And matter of
Okay.
fact, he was
Lauren,
sick.
we're gonna be praying for you.
Yes, and we he was sick before Vegas Tejano, and
Really?
I think he was. And then I was
You
telling
know, I think so. I think I saw one of his shows, or I read one of his posts that he had to cancel his show because he
uh,
was feeling sick.
I think he might cancel his show this week's or next week's show. I
Mm-hmm.
can't remember because he's still sick. I said, dude, cancel. I mean, everybody's gonna understand you're sick.
Mm-hmm.
And at Vegas Tejano, I bumped into Sevi from Texas Latino and
Yes.
Shelly, and they're asking, "Where's Lawrence?" I said, "Lawrence is not feeling good and stuff like that." And they said, and Shelly goes, "Damn it! I told him he needs to take care of himself." And I said, "I know he could barely eat." And she said, "I know. All he does is drink coffee." Like that's I know. We're all trying to take care of Lawrence. Lawrence is his worst enemy.
Everybody. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So
I need to give
Lawrence,
him a call.
yeah, Lawrence, I'm glad you were on the text, but go to sleep. Yeah, stop chatting with us, okay?
Yes, we love you. Thank you
Yeah.
for your support, Lawrence.
Yes, and like I said, he volunteered to co-host with me. I said, "No, don't want to do that. I know you're sick.
Mhm.
Get some sleep." Like
Rest,
that.
rest.
And
Yeah.
okay, so Alfredo
And
said,
then,
"No lagging." Thank you, Alfredo. Where's
oh,
Nemo?
good.
Okay, well, Nemo's having dinner with his son. Okay,
Yeah.
he came to visit. Excuse me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Alfredo says, "Hello, Stephanie."
Hey, Alfredo. Alfredo?
Alfredo. He has he's a part of a member. I forgot what instrument he
Rio.
plays, but
Oh.
he has a group. He he's not the leader of the group, but it's Grupo Fijo. He plays for Grupo Fijo
Oh my
like that.
goodness. Wow.
And
Yes, I know Google Free.
his granddaughter is Allie. Allie is
Really?
yeah,
Yes, that's Shelly's.
yeah.
Right?
Or yes, Shelley
Yes.
wrote several songs for her, and
Yes, that's
I
so
think you
great.
know what? I think Alfredo sent me a notice that Allie has a number one hit on some radio station. I can't remember which it is.
That's awesome.
I think it's in New Mexico or something, like a radio station in New
That is
Mexico.
awesome. That is
And so,
incredible.
yeah,
Congratulations to
he's
Ashley.
a proud grandfather.
Of
Like
course
that.
he is.
Okay, Lawrence says you can vote for her. Oh, what? You can vote for
Oh,
her. She is completing
yes.
the Rolling Stone
I
artist. Oh, for
I
you?
am competing. Yes, I'm competing. Right
Oh.
now, I'm actually number two. I'm so glad that Lawrence brought it up.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
think I read something like that.
yes, and it came out in Tejano Nation today, so it's so
Ah,
exciting. Madison Pulido is also running in the same competition, and we're both in the top five. But
awesome.
only the top or the number one, only number one from their category will advance to the next level. And so I
Okay.
am there at number two, just like crossing
Awesome.
my fingers,
Wh-
hoping
wh-
I'll make it to
So
number one.
how does someone vote? Do they go to
So I do have, if you go to my Facebook page, you
Okay.
will see a link there on my Facebook page where you can just click, or you can actually Google. If you don't have me on Facebook or can't find me for whatever reason, you can Google my name, Steffanie Martinez, and then you can also put America's Top Hit Maker, and you'll
Okay.
find it there, and the link will
Awesome.
pop up. And then you can vote for free,
Okay.
one vote a day. And then the other option is to buy votes because the money goes to charity, which goes to Music Care. Music Care is a foundation that is helping artists that are struggling with depression. Well, first of all, artists that do not have health insurance, and so they could be struggling with depression, mental illness, or even addiction, and so that's where that goes. So it's kind
Okay.
of like a little bit of an
Good
insurance
cause.
type
All
thing.
right.
Yeah, it is a good cause. So hopefully y'all can, vote for me. That would be really awesome. Maybe I'll make it to number one, or maybe Madison will jump up and make it to number one. I hope one of us does.
Who's number one right now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know
It
who it
probably
is.
changes all the time, every day.
It maybe, but I've consistently stayed in second place for the last. We started on July the 1st.
Okay.
So I went from number 17 to 15 to 10. And then from 10, I went to second place from
Awesome.
the amount of votes. And I consistently been staying there. So hopefully, just a few more
Awesome.
votes will
Okay.
bump me up.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Lawrence says, Stephanie, are you still doing your dance class?
Not this summer. I took time
Yes.
off. We had our huge recital in May, which was
Okay.
really amazing. We had that at Providence High School, the end of the year program. And then we are going to start back up in August because it is my dance company. But I'm going to be taking a back seat until
Yes.
January. And then,
Lawrence, I don't know if
uh
you know, but she's pregnant with a son. That's due in
yay,
October. So, yeah,
Jeff and
it's gonna be
Steph are
hard to
having a
dance.
boy.
Yes.
Yes, it's really hard. It's hard for me to just stand up for a long period of time. He's a pretty big boy. They've
All right.
already told me that he's a pretty big baby. So,
Yes.
but my workers, I'll be having my helpers, my employees helping me with continuing the dance company Twinkle Toes. So,
Awesome.
it takes a team to keep moving forward, so we'll be doing that.
Awesome. Okay. Luis says, Stephanie, I've been to South Padre
Oh,
before, and it was definitely nice and fun in terms of the beach.
yeah.
Did we did we talk about
That's
that
nice,
during the
Louise.
show or before the
You
show?
did because you were talking about your daughter, how you took her to Port A. And then I said my favorite Texas beach is South Padre.
Okay. But did I
Hmm.
talk about it during the show or before? I can't. It all mixes up like that.
It's
I
okay.
can't remember. I
We're
guess
talking
I
about
talked
different
about it during the show.
different show.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Louise. It's a
All right.
beautiful place.
Says Lawrence says, buddy, no, no, no. Silver is dead. The way you put it, I would never. Oh, my 3 date rule. Oh,
Silver.
okay. Now I didn't say we had to have relationships as a pretty.
Right, right,
I
right.
said cookies, tickets to a ball game, or something like that.
Just a little, just to show a little effort that they do
Yes,
care, that they don't want to
exactly.
just take advantage of you and have a free meal.
Yes, and I came up with
Right?
that 3 date rule because it happens sometimes. They just go out for dinner, 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 and nothing happens. And so, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. Well, I don't have to do that anymore right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Luis says, that's awesome, Stephanie. Congrats on having a baby.
Louise, thank you, Louise. We're so happy. We're excited.
Can we hear her music? Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
well, I can't play it right now because I haven't set it up because I would have done something like that if Nemo was here and I could prep while he was asking her questions, but that would be too hard. But you know what? You can go download it and listen.
Yes.
Yes.
Or even
Uh,
go to YouTube right after the
oh,
show.
yes.
Just go to YouTube and put Steffanie Martinez, and you'll
And
have all my music there. So
yes.
you'll be able to hear everything.
Yes.
Who
But
asked? Is that Luis?
it was Alfredo.
Alfredo. And
Yes.
Alfredo, if you can find me on Facebook, or maybe I can find you, you know, that way
All
we
right.
can keep in touch. And congratulations to your granddaughter doing so amazing. We're really excited, and we're all rooting for her. So I'm
Yes.
happy. I'm happy for
Okay.
y'all.
Lawrence, you should be sleeping. Okay, my cousin was born on April 1st, her husband on Halloween, October 31st, and their firstborn was born on Thanksgiving. I call them the holiday family. I have my daughter, well, my wife is,
The holiday family. How
I,
cute.
my daughter should have been born she was born December 30th, but she should have been born on the 31st because my wife was born on Veterans Day. Her mother was born on no wait, her mother was born on Halloween. Her sister was born on April Fool's Day. Her
Oh,
her
wow.
stepsister was born on Valentine's Day. My niece was born on Fat Tuesday. and so all the females on that side of the family were born on major holidays or uh,
Wow. Wow.
like that. And so I would put money that my daughter was going to be born on either Chris, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or New Year's Eve, like that.
Wow.
One day. My wife took Protocin. She got induced, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, like that. She should have been. But I told my daughter, you could you could celebrate your birthday on the 31st when you're older, like that, because you should have been born on the 31st.
That's
Okay.
funny.
All right. The
The
nominees
nominees
dance
dance.
is
I
coming
see it.
Friday at Mustang. Oh, is that this weekend?
So
So
it's
is there?
this Friday. The nominees dance at Mustang Sally. That's awesome. There
Oh,
you go.
okay. So it is a. Well, it's not on the same weekend. So this Friday
But
is
it's not
the
on those dates. It's not on the dates that Indigo right had on the
right
website.
because it said August 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. That's what
Hmm.
I was.
Hmm.
I was confused. I don't know, but it's only well. I guess nominees dance is this Friday. I guess you might be going. Oh, were
Me?
you
I
not?
don't know.
Oh, oh,
Maybe. I don't
you
know. I don't
were you
know.
nominated for a category?
No, I didn't submit any of my information.
I wasn't
I forgot.
nominated
I
either.
just totally forgot. So okay, that
Okay.
makes two odds.
Lawrence was nominated for Podcasts of the Year, I
Oh,
guess,
that's
or for
great.
podcasting. I like that.
Oh, I think I actually voted for him because I did do the voting, like
Yeah,
for everyone. I remember who I voted for, and he
yeah,
was one of them for sure.
yeah. There
One of
was
my
a
favorite.
little. There was a little. How do I say this? Uh, how do you say that? Uh, Bumper kind of was upset that he wasn't nominated and stuff like that. He didn't know about the nominations. That's what he said on his show and on Facebook. He said,
Did he submit his stuff and he didn't get nominated?
I guess he said, I think he said he didn't know if he had to, on his show. And I said,
Oh, you
I
do.
texted and I
You
said,
do.
Lawrence didn't nominate himself like that. So I don't know. Maybe
Lawrence did not nominate himself.
no, Lawrence doesn't do that. Lawrence is appreciative of it, but he he doesn't do this for accolades and stuff like that for awards. But it's nice to be nominated. Nobody nominated me like that, so but that's okay.
Nobody nominated me either. I didn't even do it for myself.
I know. Next
I
year,
should have. But you know
next
what?
year,
I just sometimes it's just one thing and next year. There's always next
yes,
year and there's always one thing after another,
right,
and so it happened. And it's
yeah,
a new award ceremony, so now I know to mark my calendar
yes. Okay, so
when I
bumper.
need to do it.
Make sure you do it next year, or send people your way to ask for votes and stuff like that. I guess. Let's see, Alfredo. Let's see. It's nice to have stayed there before. Oh, so you've been to the
Stayed at
Indigo.
Indigo.
Okay. Well, good.
Actual conversation.
I'm probably gonna book my hotel room this week. Hopefully, it doesn't get over. I mean, full. Well, if it does, well, hopefully it does get full. Well, no,
I think I have plenty of
maybe
room.
after I book it, then I hope it gets full like that.
Yeah.
Let's see, Lawrence. The only time I don't want to hear a track is when Buddy
That's
sings us with a track. Okay, thanks, Lawrence. You don't ever have to worry about that because I don't sing. Yeah.
that's so funny. I
Okay.
was reading that when you were talking about something else. So I was like laughing and then I'm like,
Okay.
okay, what
Yeah,
I'm not
Lawrence is
laughing.
funny. I'm sure
He
Nemo
is
would have
funny.
said something like that too. Like, but he's not here. All
That's
right.
funny.
Okay, this is gonna be the last one because it's already 8:04. I
Mas chingon
I have to.
radio.
Nemo has a
Mhm.
bedtime, but I also tuck in my daughter at by 8:30, so I have to make sure she's getting ready. And you have 3 kids too. You got to make sure they go to bed and stuff. Uh, let's see, Luis. So hey, Oraldo, I would love to see you add Cristina Hinojosa, known as Fabulosa, Alida, Reina, Monica Salvador, Demi, and much more. Add them to the show, or add them to Tejano Connects. Is that well? I'm sure all these people and Steffanie Martinez will also have a fan page on Tejano Connects.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Oh, thank
we're
you so
still building
much.
it, and later
Okay.
on, we'll probably start the fan pages. Uh, well, if you go to last week's show, the one that has Lucky Joe on it, uh, we
Mhm.
didn't interview Lucky Joe, but we talked about Tejano Connects, and you could see some of the things that we're adding. But every time I start on it, I keep wanting to add more things, and I got to stop doing that because it's
Yeah.
slowing me down. Because I got to figure out how to do it, and I need a punch list, and I'm going to do this,
There
this,
you
this,
go.
and this, and just
Yeah.
leave it like that, and just get it up there, and then we're going to do it for free, I guess. Or we'll do
That's
it. We'll add people for the
awesome.
first 6 months or something like that. Maybe January we'll do an official launch. So we did a soft launch just to introduce it, and hopefully
Great.
everybody likes it. And yeah, everybody who's been on our show,
Yeah.
I will definitely give them a fan page on there.
Thank
Yeah,
you. And
and
how can we find it?
the fan page.
Hmm.
Oh well,
Or your Tejano X.
Tejano Conex. That's like
Tejano
connects.
Connect.
It's Conex,
Oh,
but
Connect.
yes, I started. I told this my idea about the Tejano directory to Lawrence a couple years ago, and then I think I said this last time. He said, "Oh, that's a great idea. Why don't we do it together?" I said, "Okay." And I was going to call it ItsTejanoTime.com or TejanoTime.com or something like that. Uh, and he came up with the name Tejano Conex. I go, I had other names before, but Tejano
I like
Conex.
it.
It kind of grew up. If you ask Nemo, it's Tejano Conex. I said Conex. I said no, Conex, Conex. You know,
Connex.
Conex. Like Comic Con.
Connect.
You know,
Connex.
yes. I couldn't remember what it was called, but like Comic Con. Like
Yes.
those conferences like that, and so.
Yes.
But no,
That's
it's
funny.
Conex.
That's funny. I like that. I like that Connex. That's
Yeah,
cool. That's
because
clever.
it's a play on words like connects.
It
Tejano
is.
connects
It is.
connects people. Tejanos con Tejanos or something like that.
And I
All right.
like that. I like that. That's spreading unity. Okay.
Yes.
We have another message there 16 seconds ago. Use
Okay.
the
This will be the last one. Okay, Alfredo.
technology.
Let's see. Use the kiss analogy, buddy. Oh, kiss. Like keep it simple, stupid. Like that.
Yeah.
That's a. What? I use that for my students. I say just kiss it, and I don't say stupid. I say keep it simple, students. It says stupid.
Keep it simple,
Yeah.
silly.
Oh, I like that. Keep it simple, silly. Okay, that's it.
It's simple, silly.
Okay.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me on the show again. I'm so happy that I got to talk about regalitos. Everybody go and check that out. You can find it
Yes.
on my website as well, stephaniemartinez.com. And also, if you want to see me sing at the Tobin Center on August 16th, I
Yes.
hear that the tickets have gone down to $20. So that's really awesome. Definitely get, your tickets. But also, if you can vote for me for America's Top Hit Maker, so that way I have the chance to come out with an article in Rolling Stones, perform at ACL, and have the opportunity to or win $10,000, which I would put toward my
Wow.
career. So yeah,
Awesome.
so hopefully, I will say that I've been really excited about this whole entire journey that I've been on with the Tejano industry, and I really thank people like yourself, buddy, to
Thank you.
have embraced me and have opened up this opportunity to let me be on your show.
Yes. Well, you're more than welcome to come back. I definitely want you back when
Okay.
you go to the Grammys. You said in February?
Yes,
We'll have
yes,
to
we
hear
should
all
be.
about it and stuff like that.
Got to make sure it's in February, but I'm pretty sure it is. That's when it normally is. So,
Okay.
yes, I'll be so excited to come back and talk all about it, tell you what I saw, who I saw, and all that
Awesome.
good stuff. So,
All right.
yeah.
And
Thank you.
congratulations again on your
Thank
on having a son.
you. And baby Alan.
Oh, wow. You already picked that name.
We already picked out a name.
Awesome. All right.
So,
Well, thanks for
thank you.
coming. And I'm your host, Oraldo, for It's Tejano Time.
And I'm
Stephanie.
Stephanie Martinez.
All right. And you've been listening and watching Tejano Talk. All right. I'll s- I'll see everybody
Have a good
else next
night,
week. Okay.
everybody.
All
Okay,
right.
bye.
End broadcast.